Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at the Object 263, the YOLO wagon. Is it still a YOLO wagon? Is it? It used to be known as the YOLO wagon because all you need to do in this tank is YOLO. People didn't know how to deal with the Object 263. When it first came into the game, everyone was scared of the Object 263. The speed, the DPM, the armor, and that because of that, you would just rush into the enemy and you would pretty much bounce everything that come your way. But you can't really do that now. I wouldn't call this the YOLO wagon. I would actually say that the Foch 155 is more of a YOLO wagon than this. The Foch 155 is the new YOLO wagon champion. The Object 263, I mean, people are calling to buff the tank. They're saying it's weak. It's not the same thing. It's still the same thing. It hasn't had any nerfs, hasn't had any buffs. It's still the same tank. But people just know how to deal with it a lot easier now. A lot easier. So the armor profile is troll. The armor profile is troll but you need to use that armor profile. The bottom plate, very weak. Between your gun is very weak. But there is also a troll bit of armor between your guns. So if they shoot sort of above it or at the side of it, then you can bounce quite a lot of shots. And it's so annoying. I've had it so many times where I've aimed where I'm aiming now, and it just doesn't go through. Very annoying indeed. And just like we did there. The gun's pretty big, so you can sort of get into people's faces. As I've said, the speed is out of this world. The speed is amazing. But yeah, if you don't show the front of your tank at an angle, then everything's going to be able to pen your sides. The downfall with the tank, it has no gun depression. It's very, very poor gun depression, which is why you can't really use it as a TD sat at the back. It is literally a YOLO wagon. You have to YOLO. There, I mean, we did our job. 5.5k damage, 1400 block damage. We do actually go on to win that game. This time, same map, but this time we're going to YOLO. We're going to go with the mediums, and this is where this tank does shine. Go with your mediums. Don't play it like a TD. Play it like a medium. If you play it like a medium, you will literally have so much fun driving this tank. You will bully the other mediums. I mean, I bet these mediums and these light tanks, when they went to rush, they see the team and they're like, okay, there's 3 of us versus 3 of them. We can deal with these. Nah, not when there's an Object 263 there. No chance. I've got just as much DPM, if not more DPM, than all you guys. So having this tank, and not just more DPM, I get there quicker than you because I'm faster than half of you guys. So play it like a medium. You have to play it like a medium. If you can't play it like a medium, get into people's faces. Wiggle that gun. You will get bounces. 100% you will get bounces, but just don't rely on the bounces too much. They don't always come. They don't come when you don't want when you want them to. Look at this, 5 tanks now all in the cap. We wanted that cap and we got that cap, and now these 2 tanks, you can see we're getting penned from the AMX there, no problem whatsoever. I was kind of hoping to Amarak the IS-7, but it wasn't to be. And now we're just going to rush these guys. We're with the whole team. I'm not a heavy. I'm not a tank destroyer. I'm a medium tank, and we are always going to play it like a medium tank every single game. I can't remember if I'm driving a tank, say on dead rail, and I see an Object 263 at the back in a TD position, then I automatically think that's a bad player. He is playing the tank wrong. Even though it is a TD, just don't play it like a TD. Never play this tank like a TD. Trust me. Get into people's faces. Not like this, because this Jagdtiger can pen me no problem whatsoever. They can pen my bottom plate. He can pen between my gun. And you can just see we're trying to get the bounce here. We're trying to get the bounce because when you try, you can actually get the bounce. You can get around. You have the speed to get around. And we do get lucky here because we turn his tank around, and just before he can get me, he is dead. So we did our part there. Again, 4k damage, but I just wanted to show that game because we literally played it like a medium. Next battle, again, we're going to play this tank. Look, I mean, we're front line. we're not sat at the back. We are front line and we get there first. That's just how much this tank is like a medium. And that's why people call it a YOLO wagon, because you just rush straight in. A YOLO wagon doesn't mean that you just go forward, go towards the enemy, and you don't stop. No, it doesn't mean that. It means you just YOLO straight forward, and then when you are up against the team, then you can decide what to do, which is what we're going to do here. We managed to get behind the enemy team. We're behind the IS-7 here. We damaged these Amarak, and oh boy, I wish that was an Amarak. If that was an Amarak, this game would have been completely different. Spoiler alert, we are actually going to lose this game. Yeah, so, but before that, we're going to do well. We're going to do well. You can see we're bouncing there from the IS-7. Go and hold down in the thing. Like in this kind of position, obviously we do shoot the gun. This kind of position where they can't quite see my lower plate. Getting into these kind of positions, I mean, look, the gun depression is so poor. All we done was just went over a little freaking concrete bit, and that was enough to not be able to get our gun down. So now we have spotted the Hori behind, so we're going to rush him. I know he has a great gun, great DPM, very troll armor as well, and I just want to fight him with the Object 704. So we are going to take care, and you can just see the armor profile there. It's very freaking troll. So we're just going to rush the grill here. We're still full hit points, and this is where I maybe shouldn't have YOLO'd a bit. Maybe I should have sat at the back. I wish that Object 704 wasn't there. I would have been able to get behind that tank, and that was a nasty shot. And again, I wish I wouldn't have took that shot, because I was a bit aggressive, and you could just see we are bouncing shots. 1.6k block damage here. Again, another 420. The Foch is tracked. We're going to go for him. We're going to hit his track again just to keep him there for a little bit longer, and then we are going to back up. There is an ST there, IS-7 there, who are both too scared to come around this corner because there's a couple of nasty tanks to deal with. So we're just going to wait for a moment. But I am focusing on behind as well. I don't want to be flanked, and that is what I have spotted. Again, I think maybe this is the wrong decision. We should have pushed the left side instead of the right side, but you can see we're up to 2k block damage now. For some reason the T-57 doesn't want to go for me, so he absolutely gets destroyed. So now there's two tanks in here. The IS-8, again with my reload, people don't anticipate the reload of this thing. They think it's a TD, it's going to have a long reload, but no, 7.2 seconds reload, which is roughly the same as WZ-121, which is a medium tank. So that was a troll bounce there. I'm now on my own. Sadly, I'm on my own against the three tanks. We're on 3.4k damage, and we blocked 2.6k. We do manage to turn around just in time. This IS-7 just has no clue. He misses his shot, and I really want to focus him, but I am a one shot, so I do need to get a couple of bounces. And you can just see there, again, we do get a bounce. We do get a bit of damage to him. We're going to wait again. The IS-7 starts to push because he doesn't know my reload. We do manage to take care of him, and this is where I just wish I just had a little bit more hit points, and it would have been a really, really good game. But I mean, the ST, fair play, he does his job. I'm not angled properly. Look at that. That was bad angling for me. I should have done better there. I should have angled, but it is what it is. We done our job. We got our block damage, and we finished on 5.2k damage. So is it still a YOLO wagon? Yes, to a certain degree, but for me, just play it like a medium. Pretend it's a medium, and you will have fun on this tank. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With